in San Antonio. Big Lou's Burger and Pizza restaurant proves everything in Texas really is bigger.
It's just like eating an elephant.
Cooking up big fast food for big crowds.
Probably have right now about 100 to 200 people in line.
1,000 pizzas a day fly out the door here.
We can get through about 100 plus pizzas in a good hour.
We meet the team serving giant food to more than 3,000 customers a night.
How do I keep my calm? This is calm.
In one of the world's biggest kitchens. In San Antonio, Texas, just a few miles from the Alamo, is the biggest and busiest pizza restaurant in America.
Need 5 miles, please, 5 miles.
Pep lasagna. Somebody getting the pep lasagna?
Big Lou's is super king-sized fast food with a massive menu to match. They serve up brontosaurus-sized burgers, supersized lasagnas, and palace-sized pizzas.
Well, we come down here once a week, once every other week.
Unfortunately, it's hard to come for lunch because if we eat too much, we won't get no work done.
This 1,000-seat restaurant battles to feed nearly 1.5 million people a year.
This is my margarita for 2. Expecting a busy night, so it's turned into a margarita for 1. Come on, baby. This is an amateur night.
To keep up with surging demand, Brian has an army of more than 100 fast-moving staff.
We can get through about 100 plus pizzas in a good hour.
4 industrial-sized ovens and equipment made especially for gargantuan food all help.
It is something that has taken us years to design, years to perfect, has cost us thousands of dollars.
Along with one very large cop.
Mr. Chambers here, who was one of San Antonio's finest here, helps us keep some law and order here.
It wasn't that long ago that Big Lou's was just a pizza shack. With a personal loan from his parents, Brian opened in 2000.
They thought I was insane. They're like, you don't even know how to cook, and they were right, but I guaranteed them that I could learn.
Since the millennium, Brian's business has grown. And so has his burgers. The Behemoth Big Lou burger is 12 pounds of pure Angus beef with 17 slices of cheese in a 3-pound bun. More than 150,000 slices of cheddar cheese top Big Lou burgers a year.
Because a lot of people are scared to take it on.
It's down to Brian's right-hand man, Will, to tackle this bull by the horns.
We like to put them in the half-pound patty form and season them as we go. That way you get the same flavor profile off of each bite as you would for a regular hamburger.
They add eggs to bind it together. Then it's time to beat the meat.
We usually let Willie do this as a young man, you know, young man and his meat.
You gotta care about your meat.
You can see how thick this burger is. It's important that we don't have any cracks or seams. You got me some room, babe?
Once flattened to a 2-foot pan, the Big Lou burger is cooked up.
The guys in the kitchen hate to see what we call the big bird come in because it takes up about half of the grill. This is our version of the hamburger bun. This is probably about 15 regular hamburgers all in one. There you see here, it kind of blocks me completely out. That's a big bun.
After 8 minutes on the grill, they add 1.5 pounds of cheddar cheese, a pound of jalapeno peppers, and a few handfuls of lettuce and tomato.
The funeral home across the street has tripled their business since we opened. This is just an absolute monster burger.
Boasting 25,000 1,000 calories, the Big Lou Burger also comes with a warning.
The record is 5 skinny kids that came from high school. They didn't finish the sides, but they did finish the burger. We've never seen those guys again. I hope they're okay.
The Big Lou Burger. Nobody's gonna say, "Where's the beef?" This behemoth could topple Paul Bunyan. Big Lou's cooks up 10,000 big burgers a year. That's the same weight as 350,000 Big Macs.
All right, guys, big burger coming through. There you go. Guys, you enjoy. Please let us know if we can get you anything else, okay?
There's nowhere else where you can get a burger like this.
We're gonna have one heck of a try finishing this burger up. We're gonna give it our best shot.
Let's get breakfast for today's burger.
I think you could feed 20 people off of this thing.
I may be good for one more slice.
As the lunchtime rush reaches its peak,
I need a pep lasagna, please. Pep lasagna, please.
Brian and his team will need to keep their guard up. They're about to get hit by some very demanding customers.
I am hangry, which means I am hungry and angry at the same time.
How do I keep my calm? This is calm.
San Antonio, Texas. It's the lunchtime rush at Big Lou's, and big lines are already forming.
They're hitting us hard. We've got to bring our A game here every night, baby. You got to keep up with the pace.
Only several hours into the day, and the kitchen has already fed a staggering number of customers.
We as a crew have done at least about 800 plus pizzas.
To keep up with demand, Brian has perfected a military-style operation.
Hey, Will, got to make sure everything's good to go for tonight. What it really boils down to is we have about 4 restaurants all wrapped up in one location, and I see my crew working their tail off.
Creating food on a massive scale requires a constant stream of huge deliveries. 2 million pounds of ingredients a year.
This huge delivery of cheese will last 2 days. We go through a lot of food.
Big Lou's doesn't just serve burgers and pizzas. For those who love pasta, they serve up 1,000 dishes every night. It's down to Brian's niece Valerie to serve up their biggest pasta dish.
Everything in Texas is bigger. Bigger is better.
The Big Lou Cheese Lasagna, Texas style. 12 layers of pasta pleasure glued together with cheese and a secret sauce. Customers at Big Lou's down 5,000 crates of pasta a year.
This is our secret family recipe, but I can't show it to you because it is a secret.
But what we can reveal is that Valerie starts by mixing buckets of cottage cheese with giant tubs of ricotta cheese.
This is why I don't have to go to the gym.
After a bit of stirring, more cheese.
So now I've got my Romano cheese.
Along with, take a guess.
We also put in 20 cups of the 5-blend cheese. It's 5 different kinds of cheeses. This we use a lot of.
She combines the cheese with 30 large eggs, black pepper, salt, and parsley. Then adds it to the cheese mix.
Gotta stir it up really well. Almost all of our sauces are actually very labor intensive.
Now it's time to build the Big Lou cheese lasagna.
We're gonna take our secret homemade sauce right here and we're gonna coat the bottom of the pan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get our lasagna, we're gonna get it to fit in here best as we can.
Valerie adds generous heaps of cheese filling between each layer of pasta.
It's almost like laying a wood floor. Sauce, spread it all over, kind of paint it on there. So that way you get the sauce in all the little crevices. That way that flavor kind of just sinks on in.
4 layers of pasta, sauce, and cheese. Topped out with
4 cups of our 5 blend cheese. So that way you got a nice cheesy topping. It's gonna look beautiful when it comes out.
into the oven for 45 minutes to bake till brown.
I've learned one thing. If you're counting calories, it's not going to taste good.
The Big Lou Lasagna. Pure cheese satisfaction. Big Lou serves up more than 55,000 portions of lasagna a year. Over 15 years, that's enough to fill a 747.
The lasagna is very good. It tastes very homemade. And it tastes like something that you would take all day to prepare. The sauce is delicious.
As the lunch rush gives way to the dinner rush, Brian faces up to tonight's big challenge.
We got a huge, huge pizza that's coming out tonight. It's going to be for the Alamo City Roller Girls.
Coming straight from a tough game, these girls are not to be messed with.
We only have one table we can even put that pizza on because it's so huge. We're actually just praying to God that that table won't have any customers on it by the time these girls hit. Because if they hit and they have nowhere to sit, it could prove disastrous.
At Big Lou's in San Antonio, Texas, the dinner rush has kicked in. The volume of orders has doubled.
I need a dozen mile, please, dozen mile.
To make tonight even more of a challenge, Brian's team has an order in for their biggest pizza.
We're actually making it for a special group of young ladies, the Alamo City Roller Derby team. And believe me, you do not want to get on their bad side.
Making the Roller Girls' 62-inch pizza even bigger will be its monstrous topping, Big Lou's legendary barbecue brisket.
We're using 100% Angus brisket. It's top of the line. It's 100% fresh.
Its brisket flavors have been charring to perfection for 15 hours. Now it's ready for the Roller Girls.
It's beautiful. That's just the way we want to see it. That's how we do brisket in Texas. We're going to go ahead and cut these into little cubes. Okay, Will, can you go ahead and get that to the oven ASAP? We need to get that for the 62.
Out in the restaurant, the Roller Girl rush is on. These girls aren't just hungry.
I am hangry, which means I am hungry and angry at the same time. Because I'm so hungry, I'm angry, and I'm angry makes me hungry.
Brian has a special way of dealing with customers who are really hangry.
What we are about to embark on is considered a culinary monstrosity.
The Big Lou 62. 5 feet wide, this is the biggest pizza in Texas. Every year, Big Lou's ovens cook just over 1 million pizzas. Stacked on top of each other, that's a stratospheric pile of pizzas.
Everybody loves the 62. They want to see the 62. They're here for the 62. People have fought in the parking lot over the 62-inch pizza. It's ridiculous.
Making a pizza so huge stops the kitchen cold, and Brian and his team are under the gun.
Clara, what time are these girls coming in? Some of them are just getting here? We haven't even begun.
Everything about the 62 is supersized, starting with the 20-pound dough base.
I'm really upset that our pizza's not here yet.
I'm very, very hungry. You might want to stand back.
If they don't start bringing our pizzas out soon, we're gonna have to go for the owner.
Ready to sauce it up. Let's do it, baby.
All right, it's time to get spicy here, guys. This is a homemade barbecue sauce. Say this Pop's recipe, right?
Pop's recipe.
It takes more than a gallon of sauce to cover the 62.
Now one of the most important ingredients.
Along with 10 pounds of cheese. Every month, the customers consume 2,400 cases of this mozzarella cheese.
Pizza, 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 pizza.
They've still got to top the pizza out with brisket. But it's not going to plan.
Willie's gonna be ready to go with that brisket, right?
Let me try and call
Come on, man. This is really bad timing.
There we go. There we go. I'm trying.
Dude, what the man?
Dude,
Where you been?
Man. Where you been?
Stuck in the bathroom. These girls are not in a good mood. I'm about ready to send your out there to go talk to them since you're the one that was running late.
They layered 10 pounds of brisket on top. And for the first time in Big Lou's history, Brian reveals the secret of how they cook the 62.
We cut it because they do not have an oven with a big enough chamber to fit the pizza in. Come on, guys, hurry up. We gotta get this in the oven. These ladies have been waiting long enough. Believe me, they're not in a good mood. Thanks to Willie, we're way behind.
It takes 6 minutes at 450 degrees to cook the pizza.
Oh, God, man, look at that. Voila.
Last task, stitch the 62 back together. Then cut it into 32 slices.
Come on, guys, let's go.
The 62-inch Behemoth Big Lou Barbecue Brisket Pizza, weighing in at 40 pounds.
Let's go, guys, come on, let's go.
Excuse me, folks, big pizza coming through.
Come on, guys, big pizza coming through.
In San Antonio, Texas, the dinner rush at Big Lou's is at full tilt, and making their 62-inch pizza has pushed the staff to the brink. The team of roller derby girls are tired of waiting for dinner.
Folks, big pizza coming through.
Come on, guys, big pizza coming through. Sorry. It took so long because of him.
Big Lou, cutting.
Please, enjoy. Thank you.
The girls will be able to defeat the pizza.
He is absolutely incredible. I am not a big fan of barbecue anything on pizza, but this is incredible.
It's not what I expected, it's better. It's really, really good.
This pizza's delicious. Definitely worth the wait. We pretty much demolished it in about 5 minutes.
I have to say, after seeing the hangry mood that they were in, I'm not quite shocked that they actually knocked it out of the park.
To see that they actually polished off that big 62-inch brisket pizza, wow, it's amazing. I couldn't believe it.
The dinner rush may be dying down, but for those Big Lou customers who have not gorged themselves full, there is the ginormous Big Lou cinnamon bread for dessert. Sweet dough, baked to perfection, topped with cinnamon and sugar, and hot frosting on the side.
Definitely one of our more popular desserts that we have here.
Baking chefs roll out a pound of dough to the size of a small pizza. Score it, and then bake it for 6 minutes before topping with, no, not cheese.
We use a butter sauce that has just a nice butter flavor. And then we sprinkle cinnamon sugar all over it and serve it with a side of frosting.
The Big Lou cinnamon bread. Welcome to Sweet Dough Paradise. Big Lou sells 6,500 cinnamon breads a year. Over 15 years, they've made enough to span the Grand Canyon.
I've been to this place a couple of times, and all the food I've eaten here has been really good.
Remarkably light. Yeah, surprisingly light.
After 10 hours and nearly 5,000 orders, including 2,000 pizzas and 1,000 burgers, Big Lou's big night is over.
The food here is really, really good. We've been coming here for years.
What's really good here is the atmosphere. The food is fantastic, and the staff is awesome.
In San Antonio, Big Lou's is probably the only place where you can come and get lasagna, pizza, wings. The taste is a lot better. It's homemade, more homemade than a lot of other places.
It's a great place to eat. Everybody's always very friendly, and I'm always very impressed with that.
It was a brilliant night. I am actually starting to just almost like power down. Just getting ready for the next go around tomorrow. Hey, every day to me is a new day. Every day, hey, we still got to prove ourselves all over again.
Just an example of your average Saturday night with all the chaos and confusion, the amount of food that's flying out of this kitchen. This isn't a task that just any restaurant can tackle.
It's just what we do. So it's just amazing, and I love doing it.